Motherfucker, I can't believe this dumb shit. That's how I used to act. Sorry I slammed your thing, but that was no exaggeration. I act like that when I get upset. Like when I used to lose, don't come ask me for anything. You better not be like, hey honey. It just didn't happen. Like it just wouldn't happen. I'd be so closed off. I would just be angry, and it would show on my next trade and all the other trades. I would lose on one, get upset, and think, I gotta make that money back. I would double down and lose more. And if I didn't even think like that, sometimes I'd say, that shouldn't have done that. It should continue to go down, because in this case, I'm short, right? I'm short in the stock. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for it to show me another sign that it's looking weak, and I'm gonna short it again. After it's already broken my plan, I've already took my loss, so now I'm mad. So I'm just looking to be right. And I hated being wrong. I was like, nope, this stock shouldn't be up. I'm gonna wait for it to look weaker, and then I'm gonna hit it again. And I kept doing that over and over and over. Take a small loss, small loss, small loss, small loss. But all those small losses add up into a blown up account, right? They do. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, yeah, it's gone. You know, it's over. That constantly was happening when I first started. The other thing that I used to do is I didn't review my trades with a clear head. I reviewed them with a frustrated, I need to be right, I hate being wrong, I'm never gonna make it kind of mindset. And that did a lot of bad things. It slowed down my learning curve because I wouldn't see the lessons. I'd constantly be like, that should have worked, and think I'm right, even though I have no history of being right. And because of that, I wouldn't listen to what the chart was telling me when I reviewed it.
Nah, that's not where I should have got in. I got it in the right spot.
Or
I shouldn't have cut it there. I'm glad I kept hitting it.
like I wouldn't see the clear picture. Even when I talk to other traders, don't even get me started. And if you watch the show, go to the very beginning. You might be able to see this, that I was closed-minded. I would talk to other traders and I would be like, nope, I wouldn't even listen to them because I was so angry that why do they have it and I don't have it? Or why, like I need to know how to do this. Like I got this. I could do this on my own. It'd be two different points of views. Either I'd be like macho and like I'd be upset and I could do this on my own, or the other side of why do they have it and I don't? And that anger can really mess you up, and it messed me up a lot. And I think that's why it took me a while, and a while is relative. I shouldn't even say that. In fact, at the time, it just felt like that, right? And I was like, man, it's taken me a while to find my rhythm because I was so angry. I was angry that I failed 3 times. I had to leave my job 3 times. I was angry that I kept blowing up small accounts after small account. I was angry that when I took a loss, it ended up going my direction right after, and I would have been right. There was so much I was angry with, and I couldn't figure it out because all of that anger was clouding my eyes. Fast forward to now, when I lose, and I lose every day, to be honest. Like every day I'll take at least 1 loss, right? Sometimes I don't take none. But sometimes I do. The difference is I know that 1 loss means nothing after 100 trades. I know that, hey, I might be in 5 trades today, so 1 loss is not a big deal. But that took a while to get there. What helped me get here is understanding that all the traders out there who are consistent, who I've had the benefits of meeting, thankful to the show. If you're wondering what the show is, we air it every Monday and Wednesday at noon market time, where I interview successful traders. They all take losses. They all get beat up, but they don't let it get into their head because they protect this. And that's what I started to protect. I started to learn that losses are part of the game. You know boxing? I just started boxing. I don't know anything about boxing, but I do know one thing. And my trainer said, this is a sport of getting hit. You're gonna get hit, like period. And so trading is a sport of taking losses. You're gonna take losses, period. How I take losses now though, I'm not taking losses on everything full size. I used to all the time. Full size, full size, full size loss, full size loss, full size loss. Now, that setup, it's an A+ setup, full size. That setup, that's a B, I'll do 3/4 size. That setup, that's a C, quarter max. That setup, I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm more specific on how I wanna allocate my risk. Risk management, I'm really focused on now because I know losses are gonna happen. every single day. It's how I react to them. It's how I plan for them. Back then, I didn't plan for losses. I planned for gains. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm planning to make money. Like, I ain't planning to lose money. I want to make money. So that's all I was focused on. So every time I lost, it took me away from that, which made me mad. But now I realize we all lose. I need a plan for that. So every time I take a trade, before I even take it, I already have accepted to lose. I've already accepted how much I want to lose. And I know exactly where I'm going to get out because I'm wrong. And I'm not going to jump back in because I'm angry. I'm not going to do that anymore. And so when I started to think this way, it made me a little bit more calm because I wasn't expecting to win. I was expecting to lose. And so when I won, it was a pleasant surprise. And then what started to happen, it was very weird, is I started to become more consistent and started to grow faster as I was focusing on my losses. So risk management has really helped me change how I view losses all entirely. I don't care taking a loss. I could take 10 losses today and one winning trade and be good if I manage the losses properly, because not every trade deserves all of your income. Here's something I need you to think about when you take your next trade. Start thinking about, where's my stop? Where am I gonna get out when I'm wrong? Then when you think about that, how much size can I allocate myself max to feel comfortable with being wrong? And then only play with that size and size in slowly and take your time, but take the loss. And what's gonna help you take the loss is use a hard stop. I use hard stops all the time. In fact, it's super rare that I will use a mental stop. It's like unheard of. So don't worry about the whole people are hunting for you. Use a hard stop, because if you don't, you'll be a deer in the headlights and take a bigger loss than you want. And another thing, you need to make sure that you determine what's your A+ setup that deserves a full size and what's not, and what deserves no trade. So that way you can become better at your risk management and understand that when you take losses, hopefully they're on setups that are not that great and they're smaller. And if they do work, they just pad the wallet for your next A+. So good luck and happy trading.